A hearing we have been monitoring all morning just wrapped up on Capitol Hill. Republican senators grilled former acting Attorney General Sally Yates over the origins of the 2016 Russian meddling probe, the one that put President Trump's 2016 team under the FBI lens. Yates appeared remotely defending the findings of Operation Crossfire Hurricane. But Senate Judiciary Chair Lindsey Graham said he wants to know what prompted the operation that led to Michael Flynn's indictment. Graham accused Yates's Justice Department of applying a 200-year-old law called the Logan Act for purely political purposes, in an exchange that drew in Democratic Senator Patrick Leahy.
What was he mentioning the Logan Act about? In what context?
Well, I'm not sure if he mentioned that in the Oval Office meeting or in the meeting that
what do you think about the...
Mr. Chairman, let her answer the question. Just because it's a woman testifying doesn't mean she has to be cut off.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Senator Lee. I really appreciate that. You're very constructive.
Let us bring in NBC News Justice correspondent Julia Ainsley. So, Julia, what happened today?
Well, it was a heated exchange, as there usually is, over this topic of the Russia investigation. We saw Sally Yates stay cool, calm, and collected, as she usually is. Of course, she is the former acting Attorney General and Deputy Attorney General under President Obama, and she described the January 5th meeting in the Oval Office in 2017, just before the Trump administration came in, where she learned that incoming National Security Advisor Michael Flynn had had a conversation with Russian Ambassador Sergei Kislyak. That is the famous call that Flynn then lied to incoming Vice President Mike Pence about, saying that he did not talk about sanctions. Now, the key here is that the Republicans keep going after this call and the reasons for the Obama administration even knowing about that call, all hinging on the Logan Act, which is very rarely applied and basically keeps anyone doing the business of the U.S. government who is not themselves an elected official, saying that they were using this arbitrarily to try to get information on the incoming administration. But time and time again, and Sally Yates had to basically repeat this for hours on end, she said that it was not the Logan Act that brought Flynn into the scrutiny of her then Justice Department. It was the fact that there was already a counterintelligence investigation, and that was why they had a recording of that phone call. And she could not go into the reasons for that counterintelligence investigation, but she needed to put to rest that it was any idea that there was a corroboration, kind of a conspiracy between the Obama White House and her Justice Department and the FBI to try to go after the incoming administration. But one thing she did say, Katie, that stood out to me is that she agreed with a Republican congressman who said that Comey, in effect, went rogue by starting to probe Flynn before first coming to her as acting Attorney General.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.